I think it's really cool to get to be, one of the people to play the very first World Series anywhere. I imagine people who went out for Europe the first time were kind of freaking out because it was the first time it was outside U.S. soil. I think that playing the World Series is something I've been kind of waiting for a little bit. Ever since I took second in the main event, I've been wanting to win a bracelet. So anytime I have an opportunity to do that, it's a really cool thing. And I'm a person who loves to travel, so getting to go to really cool places and do it somewhere else is just all that you can ask for. I've never felt bad about taking second. I've never regretted anything I've done in the tournament very much. I know that I would have loved to have taken first, and it was something I thought a lot about, but I'm very happy with my accomplishment and stuff, and I know that there'll be other tournaments where I can win. I prepared for 3 months, and I got, as in poker shape as I could to win the tournament, so I'm really happy with what I did and everything that I put into it, and I think that I gave myself the best chance to win. That said, it's not the worst thing in the world to take a big second place because it gives you that hunger to win everything else, and it keeps you very motivated in playing everything and trying to play your best whenever you're in a tournament. Yeah, Greg Merson, the poker player, is a very good player. He puts in a ton of time. He's constantly working on his game. He's constantly grinding. If I ever had a question about, No Limit Hold'em online, live, games, tournaments, whatever, he'd be probably the first person I can go and ask, and I know I'd get the right answer because that's his world, Greg Merson, the person, he's an awesome kid. I really like hanging out with him. He's, he likes traveling and having fun too, and that's really cool. I'm always happy when I see him around on the circuit and stuff. It's kind of one of those things where you have this, life-changing experience, and he was one of the main people in that experience. So, they were always both excited when we see each other because it's like you remember that time and stuff. My life's changed a lot since taking second place. I've been traveling a lot more. I've been playing a lot more tournaments abroad, even around the U.S. I've been working more on my tournament game and stuff like that, and I've been getting noticed a lot more at different places. People, they want to come over and introduce themselves and talk to me about poker and stuff, and I'm like a pretty easygoing, outgoing person, so I don't know, I like meeting lots of people. It's really cool. I never signed an autograph before the final table, so that was a pretty amazing experience, and more people want to do interviews with you, and I like talking, so that works out. Definitely, I think that I grew up in the Moneymaker era. By grow up, I mean I started playing poker because I saw Moneymaker win the main event on TV, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever that you can play a game and make money at it. And after that, first time I watched poker on TV, that was it. That was what I was going to do. And I've always kind of looked up to a lot of the poker players who did really well in tournaments, and were constantly at final tables. Daniel Negreanu, Phil Ivey, all of those guys. So anytime I meet somebody and they have that gleam in their eye, like I want to do what you did, it feels really good to be one of those people. I still think I have a lot to prove and a lot more tournaments to win to become one of those people who's constantly at final tables. But it already feels like I've claimed a victory, and that feels really cool. Yeah, 888's been nothing but amazing to me. They've allowed me to travel. They've allowed me to play more tournaments than I was ever playing. They've taken care of us on the road. They've just been so cool to us. The team is, the team that travels tightly together is myself, Jake Balsiger, Russell Thomas, and Sam Holden. And I'm very happy to say that all three of those guys are awesome people. They're really easygoing. They're a lot of fun to hang out with, and they have a great poker mind. So it's a really good team, and we have a lot of fun together, and we can keep learning and getting better with each other, which is, the best thing to do when you're playing poker all the time. But yeah, I just recently moved outside the U.S. and moved to Mexico and started playing online again, and I finally get to play on 888's site, and it's really cool being a part of that, coming up with, you know, ideas for tournaments and stuff, and having somebody, you know, keep their ear and listen to you and, you know, do stuff like that. So that's going to be a really cool experience in the future, and I'm really excited to see how much 888 grows in the next couple of years.